Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 643, The End of an Era, Possibly. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with David. What's up, David?
Hey, shit.
What's up, Gloria?
Hello.
What's up, Danette?
Hello.
What's up, Steampunk Star Racing?
VampireStreet.com.
What's up, Mike D?
Rough.
What's up, Connor?
I'll make sure to be the one to guide you to the door, Moffat.
Hi, Brian. All right, guys. So Moffat may be leaving Series 9 of Doctor Who.
Well, you could have let me in now.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, Series 10, I apologize.
Can we
I'm
cue
just
the
so
music?
excited. Hold on a second.
Can we cue the music? Hallelujah.
After Series 9 of Doctor Who, possibly Series 10, right, Connor?
Well, no, because there was the rumour that everyone obviously knows about.
Let's educate them if they don't know what it's about.
Well, we'll educate them. Okay, so there was a rumour today from a British magazine that is a credible source called Private Eye that there's not going to be a series in 2016 because Moffat is dedicated to Sherlock and doesn't have time to commit to Doctor Who.
And doesn't want anyone touching his baby.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of fan hysteria about the possibility of having a year where there's no Doctor Who, or a year when there's half a series, or even a year when it's a year of special, like we had in 2009, David Tennant's last year. But in like the last 2 or so hours, someone said that the same magazine reported that the BBC are putting pressure on Moffat to step down as showrunner of Doctor Who.
Wow.
Well, thank God, because you know what? I think the thing that made Doctor Who successful, in my opinion, is that we had different writers bringing their own versions of the Doctor, because Russell T Davies, when he did Tennant's run, he did some really good stories there. Moffat had some really good stories, but we need to change it up. We need to make it not appear stale and predictable. And I think Moffat, God love him, he's got, I don't know if it's an ego thing that he doesn't want to leave, or if it's just that he feels way too attached to what he's made. Like, I think he's made so many huge things in his time at writing the show with 11 and 12. Do you think he just doesn't want to leave because he thinks everyone's going to retcon what he did?
I think he just needs a paycheck, and a lot of TV writers, directors, producers, once they leave a show, sometimes they go long periods of time unemployed. So I think it's more a basic reason. He just wants.
He's got Sherlock though. He's hanging around Doctor Who like a really bad smell at the moment.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know you.
He's got this big successful show with Benedict Cumberbatch, who's like the most wanted actor in the world right now, and he's like less and less becoming disinterested with Doctor Who, and he's not prioritizing the show that needs prioritizing the most, which is Doctor Who, because as we know, Sherlock's format is 3 90-minute specials a year. Well, actually, it's every 2 years.
Let me just interject for a second, because how could Sherlock interfere with Doctor Who if the 3 episodes supposedly are already written for them to film in January?
That's the thing. Like,
and he only writes 1 episode. Maybe he co-writes the last episode with Gatiss, but he's not like. I understand you count Sherlock's 1 episode to 2 episodes of Doctor Who, because Sherlock is 90 minutes and 1 Doctor Who is 45 minutes. So basically, 3 episodes of Sherlock is like a half a season of Doctor Who. So, but I still don't understand if he is. I understand he's the showrunner with Gatiss for Sherlock. What I don't understand is Why does he have to have his hands in every single script? Even with Doctor Who, he has to have a co-credit or he has to interfere now. Ever since, I believe, the main example of his interference was Nightmare and Sober, okay? Because it was basically noted that he messed around with the script completely.
Well, yeah, he ruined that completely.
He ruined it. So ever since then, he is like in every episode there is.
Well, because I think at one point, yeah, he kind of wants writers to have the creative freedom to tell the story they want in Doctor Who, but at the same time, hold on, it's kind of what you hear the bad stories about Marvel and how they ran out, what was it, Edgar Wright with Ant-Man. It's kind of the same thing, that if your story does not conform to Moffat's grand plan for what Doctor Who is, he's going to stick his hand in it, and he's going to conform it to the way he wants.
But that's not, basically he says, you're going to write the Doctor shrinking into Alec. You're going to write that the trees are taking over. They're not giving a choice like saying, hey, I want to write about the Weeping Angels or the Ice. When Mark Gatiss wanted the Ice Warriors for years he couldn't do it. He finally knocked Moffat down like over and over, repetitive for like years. Finally Moffat said, okay, the Ice Warriors. Well, but like he tells them what to write, though. That's not cool.
No, that's not entirely true. For example, Flatline was completely Jamie Matheson's idea, but the Orient Express was Moffat's. So he split himself up into having a Moffat idea written, and then having a Matheson idea written. So it's kind of like he gives the writers a choice to make ideas and to create storylines that can be added into the series, but I think there's certain points of the series he dictates what they need to write about because it helps towards the final arc of the series arc.
That's what I was thinking. That kind of seems like how he works, and maybe the reason why he won't give it up or won't step down is because he has still this bigger picture in mind, and he hasn't got there yet because he knows what has to happen before then. He's not ready to let it go.
Well, then why there's no way to solve that, though. You just talk with other writers and just say, look, this is the idea that I have planned for Doctor Who. What do you guys think? Can we come to a compromise on what the best interest for the actual show is?
Right.
I don't care if you talk to Russell T. Davies or any of the other, or Mark Gatiss or any of the other show writers. You're just saying, look, regardless of how you feel about where the show's going, this is where I ultimately want the show to go. This is where I feel we progress the story.
Like Missy's in the last episode, this one, we just got to get to that point.
Yes, how we
do whatever you want, and then whatever. Okay.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that is where we end up. That is
let me just jump in. Danette, your turn.
Well, him being a big fanboy, he may not want to leave because, he's living the dream, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice, Danette. Yeah, I agree.
Like, put yourself in his shoes when you want to leave.
Go, Danette.
Well, it makes sense. I didn't know he was doing Sherlock, so yeah, I guess now, considering that he has a better job.
But let me he's
right, because this is the man who is geeking out over Doctor Who Legos. I mean, seriously. Did you see Moffat's face? He was like a kid again.
Well, what do you have to say, Mike D? Mike D, you there? No? All right, well, another thing is he's copying himself. He's copying off of other writers. The episode Hyde, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, was about the first time traveler from Earth's future, which was a female, which was related to the Warners, that was trapped in time in a pocket dimension, right?
Yeah.
So, what does he do? Oh, I can make a couple episodes of Doctor Who out of this. He says Danny Pink is the first Earth time traveler, and he's trapped in time, but he's not trapped in a pocket dimension. He's trapped in the end of time where Utopia happened, which was a Russell T. Davies story with the last planet on Earth, which they were trying to go to Utopia. Okay?
Well, the thing with Moffat is that he has no secondary creative team. it's him and then the rest of the writers. I mean, the difference between Doctor Who to other shows is that the writing team is so vastly different from year to year.
Right.
That there's no.
But what I'm trying to say is that my point I'm trying to bring.
I know the point you're trying to say.
Is that
he's got no one to consult.
Right.
On apart from maybe Gatiss, but Gatiss shouldn't.
But he has nobody over him to say, "Hey, dude, you're repeating yourself." Okay, tell me you can interpret Fires of Pompeii and say, "Oh, that's Day of the Doctor," because you have that exact scene with Donna Noble and the 10th Doctor making a choice with a big button.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm telling you. He's like, oh, I could do this for the 50th and do a different choice. I mean, basically, he's taking from his own episodes or Russell T. Davis's episodes and constructing stuff that's just not coming out because we're too smart to know where he's taking that from.
It's a sign of...
Taking your theory, who wrote The Family of Blood in Human Nature? Who wrote that?
Paul Cornell.
Well, because if we discussed this before about Connor, you and I discussed this about the possibility that if they were going to tie in to Fires of Pompeii, where it would be a similar situation, then yeah, Moffat would be ripping off that story too, where you would have the Doctor turning human and forgetting who he was. And
but he already took the Into the Dalek from the test selector when Amy and Rory were shrunk down in that thing. Okay, like he took that story from the test selector, so with Amy and Rory.
Well, just going away from specific examples.
I'm saying he's running dry. He's running dry.
Yeah.
He's running out of story ideas. It's time to go.
Yeah, it's a sign of extreme idea fatigue. I mean, he's been on the show for so long that he's bound to be running out now. And that's why I think they're forcing him out, because it wasn't actually long ago. I think it was actually at Comic-Con that someone in the audience asked him, how does he juggle between the two shows, being Doctor Who and Sherlock? And he said not very well. So I think that's kind of what the alarm bells ringing.
But one show is great and one show is better. And when you watch Sherlock, you're like, that's him at his best. When you watch Doctor Who, there are plot holes everywhere.
Yeah. His writing,
like the moon turning into a dragon.
Wasn't it?
I've got to. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say I've got to give credit to Moffat actually for Series 8 because he kind of redeemed himself. But it's time for him to go because he's really not managing well with both of those shows.
Well, let's think. I mean, I just want to interject something really quick. Just let's remember. Let's have faith that maybe Series 9 will be a little bit even more better than Series 8 was.
Well,
I'm not going to hold back and not say it completely yet until I see Series 9.
I think it'll be better.
I agree.
William's got a point now, and if look back, history has shown that usually with any Doctor, usually their second series is widely considered to be the best. Tennant's Series 3 with the Master, widely considered to be the best show in his season of his run. Matt Smith's Series 6 with the Silence, considered the best of his run. So Series 9 very well could be Capaldi's best.
Yeah, but they announced that. Well, actually, they didn't announce. They speculated. Apparently, that Chris Chibnall, who does Broadchurch with David Tennant, was the BBC's #1 choice for the next showrunner, but he turned it down.
Right.
So now they're desperately trying to look for a replacement.
But I don't understand why Gatiss can't take over.
Well, no, they're ignoring, I think, two actually major contenders for that. Matt Gatiss, who I don't think...
Hold on. Steam Pump, could you mute for a second? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. Matt Gatiss, who I don't actually think will get it, and Toby Whithouse, who I think should get it, because Whithouse knows how to run a show on his own.
Why can't Terrence... I mean, I know Terrence Dix is older, But he, at one point in time, what did he do? Like 26 episodes in like
something like that. Yeah.
like that. Like
Well,
what?
he was script editor for a long, long time.
Yeah. Hey, well, give it to somebody from the old series.
I don't think you can really do that because it's whether they're in tune with the new song that Doctor Who are playing. I mean, it's a bit different. It's not vastly different, but it's a bit different. So it's a creative. There's probably going to be some form of creative difference.
What happened to Steve Pug? He's frozen.
Okay, someone Instagram that.
That's a thumbnail. This is the reaction that you have when you find out that Doctor Who is not coming back from 2016.
Well,
basically.
I didn't make a face like that. That was when all the chocolate ice cream was gone.
So we got the clock ticking. We're going to continue in a hangout, but I just want. What are you doing, Steve Pug? All right, you're checking your teeth like it's a mirror. Okay, listen, Connor. Could it be not Moffat? Could it be that the BBC just are cutting money, like they have to pay for this one's funeral, the Olympics, or whatever? Like, could it be?
Look at the Series 9 trailer. That's not a sign of budget being cut.
I know that, but after.
Yeah, but
cut the budget.
The thing is that they won't cut the budget because Doctor Who is now their flagship show because Top Gear is fucking down in the ditch. I mean, I'm going to do that now.
There you go.
They've got to keep that show going because it's a moneymaker.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if they pull this nonsense where we don't get a season in 2016, then think about this horror story, okay? We all do podcasts here in this Whovian community. You imagine how hard it's going to be to do a podcast if not only do you have a whole 2016 without Doctor Who, but you got to film for 10 months in 2017. So we'll have an air date of September 2017. You realize that's almost 2 years without Doctor Who. And it may not even be a full season. It may be a half of specials. They may take a year.
I'm calling it now. We're getting a full series in 2016 just with a different show.
I hope so, dude. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think so.
There's no way that with this strain...
Get internet.
That's all still rumor, isn't it? I mean, this is all rumor.
Well, yeah,
right?
Joe's treating it as fact, weirdly. I don't know.
No, I'm not treating it as fact. I'm just trying to... Listen, I'm just trying to show the worst case scenario. You know, be afraid, man. Listen, I always plan for the worst. What are you going to do, man? Almost 2 years. What are you going to do? That's a horror story. And would Peter Capaldi stick around, contractually obligated, not doing Doctor Who for almost 2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
He will stick around. I don't know why you're saying
It would be the first time. I mean,
if I'm an actor and I can't do anything for in case they call me for 2 years, I wouldn't want to, I'm just saying.
Who said he can't do anything for 2 years?
Well, I'm just saying it's possible that he won't be able to commit to something massive.
Well,
he had to leave the Musketeers to do Doctor Who.
Yeah, but he would have done that anyway.
Right.
He's not going to stick around in some show that...
Listen, I want him to stay for a long time. 2020 Doctor Who is commissioned till, okay, but let's not have 6 episodes from now to 2020.
I
want to see...
I don't know how big of a fan Capaldi is of Doctor Who. I think if given the chance to stay on as long as he wants to.
Yes.
Yeah,
so this is something I think as a fan he's always probably wanted. I think every British fan probably dreams of one day becoming an actor and playing the Doctor, every fan. But it's a reality now to Capaldi, and he doesn't want to let it go, and I don't blame him, because I think everyone, anyone who's played that role probably wanted to keep going on and on and on.
Right.
But I think with an actor like Capaldi at his age, I think he could definitely continue doing playing the Doctor.
Gloria?
Yeah, I agree, because he is a big fan of it, so yeah.
He's a big fan.
I think there's some truth to Moffat, because before Series 8 aired, he said that Series 8 and Series 9 was going to be the same format, full seasons. When we got into Series 9, when they were filming, he said, yes, Doctor Who's commissioned to 2020. Yes, there's a Series 10. He never said, that Series 10 was going to be a full series. And I said it, we all said it, that we predicted that Series 10 was not going to be a full series.
But did he
I've never said it. Oh.
But did he say it was going? He said that he never said it wasn't going to be a full season. But did he say it was going to be half a season or like
we don't know what the hell has happened. Moffat could be staying. It could be a full series. We don't know. All these people are running with this article. So I was just talking to Old Doc before, and he said maybe we should look for Entertainment Tonight, Hollywood Reporter, all these other reputable places to see, hey, is this rumor reality? Because
it's not gonna be reality. Doctor Who is in a good place at the moment, I think. Personally.
But it was in a good place when it was in Series 7 and they had split it.
Yeah, well, that was
because
just
right now Doctor Who's making money.
Yes.
Doctor Who's making money, and I don't see how they can afford not to do it.
Especially considering what Connor said about Top Gear. I mean, yeah, Sherlock is a popular show, but it's not something you probably want to, that you're going to make your flagship. Doctor Who is its flagship. So, I mean, if they did stop doing Doctor Who, that would be, they'd be just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
They'd be shooting themselves in the foot at that time, and you know what? It's their own fault.
I think it would make BBC go bye-bye. I mean, seriously, it's their moneymaker.
I hope Moffat is forced out. As bad as it sounds, he needs to go.
And listen, we got a lot of great scripts from Moffat, but after a while, you can identify from his scripts other things. Go ahead, Steve.
I saw an interesting video. It was like the worst monsters of Doctor Who. And I'm not well versed in the classic Doctor Who mythology. What's the monster that looks like a green penis? I'm not kidding. It was a video.
A green penis?
Are you talking about the Curse of Babylon?
Link me to the video if you
can.
My
God. All right, we got. Well, all right. I'm sorry to end it off on like that, but I think he's talking about John Pertwee when he visited Pedalon. Oh my God, I'm saying it wrong.
Do you mean the thing with the big one eye?
Yes. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Okay.
It looks like a green penis.
Okay. All right. On that note, guys, we're going to continue in the Google Hangout. So check us out. Take care. Bye for now.